Hello, my name is Bob Martin. I publish Review Magazine, and I'm here with the HITLIST DVD. I've got Prozak with me today. Prozak, Saginaw rapper, Hitchcock of hip hop. We just had our Review Music Awards ceremony a couple weeks ago, and he nailed four real significant awards, which I want to present to him right now, seeing as he was out on the road, unable to make the show. Best hip hop artist, rap artist of the year. Artist and individual making the biggest impact on the local scene in the last 20 years. Best CD release for Tales from the Sick, which we're going to be talking about, and Review Artist of the Year. So those are four big wins, man.
I appreciate it
very
much.
So Prozak, last year when we last talked, you were just dropping Tales from the Sick, and now it's been about a year. So why don't you talk about a bit about the release? How did it do? How's it?
It's been, it's been really good. In fact, today's what, the 1st?
Yeah.
So the album came out June 3rd. It's almost been exactly a year since the album dropped. I hit the Billboard charts 7 times.
Wow.
You know, with the record. It's been really successful. I went out and did I Got No Voice because we just got off tour last night. Literally was the last day. And in the last year we did 178 shows, 365 days. So we've been touring the hell out of it and just going for it, you know. But it's been real successful.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think, looking at that release, that really distinguished it from your prior stuff? I mean, it seems like there's quite a bit of crossover in it, that you're kind of breaking away from the horror genre somewhat. And what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's what's separate, what makes it a lot different, you know, from the other stuff I did is, you know, like when I did Bedlam, you know, that was, we had a specific stuff that we wanted to get out there. And when I did Project Deadman, again, it was a group. Both of those were groups, and we had an agenda there. But with, you know, me just doing me, Prozak, it's, I'm just doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? And I listen to a lot of, you know, metal, a lot of rock, a lot of different stuff. So like when I do my own stuff, I just do whatever I want to do. And I think that's what, you know, made it so different was, you know, when you're in a group and everybody has one aim, that's where it goes. But when you know, control your own destiny, you do whatever you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just mixed it up as much as, the album is as diverse as I am. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it surprised me too, because I mean, there's tracks on there too where you've got, like, you know, sound bites from Bush talking about energy. I mean, there's politics on it too.
Yeah.
And you know, with I guess what's going down today, I mean, let's face it, GM declaring bankruptcy today. You know, what are your thoughts about the state of the world these days?
And you know, it's funny because I mean, the tour that we just did was called the End of Days Tour. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's about right. You know, I mean, I don't, you know, who knows like how near the end of days we are. Everything always restarts. There's always recessions. There's always stuff like this. But there's a lot of political stuff in this new album because I think you almost have no choice but to, you know, be influenced or consumed by how messed up everything is right now. There's no way that you can write 22 tracks right now in this specific time frame and not have something, you know, to say, or some kind of anger or some kind of inspiration by all this. I don't think you could.
Yeah. So what are your plans now? I mean, are you getting ready for another release? You've been writing, you've been getting stuff together there. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm right now. I mean, I was slated to drop my next album, which is the Hitchcock of hip hop, the album, in September, but it got pushed back because my biggest thing is I got, again, like I did so many tours and so many shows, I haven't had time to really sit down and start hammering it out. And what I don't want to do is drop something like Tales from the Sick, which has built such a massive I don't know what to say about it.
Right, you don't want to do something lesser than
exactly. My next album, in my opinion, has to be better, in my mind, than the last album. And the DVD has to be as good, and it's got to have, you know, all the elements. It's got to compare. So I'm not going to rush the album, and I think Tales from the Sick hasn't, you know, even begun to do what it could do yet.
Right.
You know, so I mean, it'll be out next year. I want to say second quarter. It'll, you know, by June it'll for sure be out next year. And I'm doing you know, a ghost hunting show called Seekers. And there was a preview for that on the, you know, inside the new album that I just dropped. Tales from the Sick had a trailer on it, and other than that, it's just directing music videos and, you know, just doing all the crazy stuff that I do. But next year for sure. And as far as like, you know, what it'll contain, it's going to be a lot diverse. You know, a lot more diverse than the last album. It's going to be even more.
Bringing there any guests then?
Yeah. I mean, right now people I got Bone Crusher. I got Twista again, and tomorrow I'm going to be in Slipknot studio in Des Moines, so I'm going to be doing some work with them guys, and I'm going to mix it up and get a little crazier this time. Trying to get Rob Zombie, damn it. If I have to take him hostage, Rob, you'll never see this, but I'm taking you hostage.
Too great, man. So talk about the tour a bit. What were some of the hottest cities? Where did you get the best feedback when you were out there? Were they all pretty good?
Oh, they were all pretty good. I mean, we had a lot of crazy shows. The biggest markets, I would say Denver, Minneapolis, Kansas City. What other markets, man? He's been on the whole tour with me. Yeah. This guy looks half dead like I am. Go ahead and get out here, goddammit.
We did real good in Louisville, which is the first time the Prozaks performed there. So, I mean, we did really good there, you know.
What other markets? I know Denver was huge, Minneapolis, Worcester, Massachusetts was insanity. Love Worcester.
Man, there's just so many, it's hard to kind of just...
Yeah, I mean, there was, I would say, we did like 40, 42 shows, and I'd say literally about 20 of them were extremely great markets. I'd say 10 of them were good, solid ones, and some of them were just kind of hit and miss, touch and go. Like, we did Traverse City on this tour, which is weird because we never have done that. And I was like, I looked at the tour thing like, Traverse City? What the hell are we doing up here? Yeah, I mean, and it was a small crowd, but the crowd was awesome. You know, everybody was so into it, and everybody bought everything. And some of those shows are kind of cool because it's like you can meet every one of your fans, literally. And we just all got drunk with them and, you know, hung out. And so those shows are sometimes even cooler than, you know, the 4,000 people.
Did you hit Europe yet?
You know, I still haven't hit Europe. I was supposed to go on tour with Ill Bill and do some Europe stuff, but at the time there was no way I could get over there. Yeah, we sell a lot of records in Europe, Australia for some reason a lot.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I haven't actually got over there yet, you know. Yeah. I'm not sure they'd let me cross the border, but we're going to find out soon.
Any other thoughts, comments, things you want to...
I want to thank you, first and foremost, always pushing the scene. I want to thank these guys. I heard you guys are going to be doing some crazy stuff for the hip-hop scene. It's been a long time coming, so it's much appreciated that you guys are taking that into the realm. And thanks for everybody that voted for me. And I want to do some more Saginaw shows, man. It's crazy doing 170 shows in the last year, and not one of them have been here. Yeah, so I'm setting up a Wicked stock this year. For sure, and you know, I'll announce it when the time comes and all that. But I want to start, you know, seeing the scene around here come back alive. And I want to definitely say rest in peace to MC Breed. You know what I mean? Because when I was out on the road, I heard about him passing away, and that sucks. That's losing a legend right there. Yeah. And thank God Bush is gone too. Yeah.
All right, it's Bob Martin for the Hit List DVD. Signing off till next time.
Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man, rocking with the Hit List, the realest in the business. You feel me? Okay.